You know.
Gentlemen, you can't fight in here. This is the war room.
Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn.
And if you don't know, now you know.
Welcome to another episode of Now You Know.
Now you know domination.
Always, man. And Tito, man, how you doing, man?
It's been too long, dude. Like, I feel like we haven't done this like in a month.
It was really 2 weeks,
Bro,
but
it felt like a month.
it felt like a month. We don't really take off that long.
No.
The holidays is coming up.
It was weird. It was weird.
So,
but then also it was raining today, so that was the funny thing too.
Yeah, man, and
trying to kill the virus.
It's been a lot of accidents that's been going on. So I just encourage people to drive safe through all that, regardless. So
you're right, the horns for that.
Yeah, seriously, man. Gotta drive safe out here. But we got a special guest in the building.
Do.
All right, now
talk to us.
Now, I'm gonna get to know this gentleman as well as I got to know a lot of the guests that we brought on the show.
Absolutely.
But this gentleman here, I met him when I was working, like, before I got this job here. You know,
the radio job.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Wow,
so
it's like
yeah. So
day one, bro.
So I had to bring him in. He's definitely gonna explain himself better than I would. But this gentleman was on the court too, so you know.
He was Hooper?
Yeah.
Okay,
so I'm like, okay.
I know you know about hooping.
Right. I'm like, so
if it's something you know, it's about hooping for real.
You know what I mean? So I'm like, let me bring him in. This gentleman here has got a lot going on currently.
Okay.
So
we're talking about that.
Yeah. And
in our health break.
Yeah, you know, health and wealth is what we're promoting for 2020. Health and wealth.
Abundance.
Seriously.
We up into abundance.
But I want to welcome VID for the first time, man. I appreciate him coming through, man.
Thank you for having me. What up?
All right, homie. To start it off, I want to start where, like, you and I met, like, from the YMCA, right? Before I met you, like, where did basketball come apart in your life? Like, what?
Hey, basketball was my savior. You know what I mean? I grew up in Hampton, Virginia. For those that don't know, Hampton, Virginia, that's where Allen Iverson from, Michael Vick from Newport News, our you know what I mean, our neighbor. But growing up in the 80s and 90s, it was a crack epidemic.
Right.
You know what I mean? So basketball, football kept me out of the streets. You know what I mean? Or falling prey to the streets.
Of course.
I got good at it. Went on to play.
When did you knew you like good at it? Like, was it like that you beat somebody or like somebody told you or like? Because that's like a big moment, dude. Because that's when you go like you're just like having fun. To like when you get to the court, like I'm about to beat all these people's ass like right now. No, for real, like for real. Because it hits your confidence goes like.
It wasn't until I was probably like well into my semi-pro professional career.
Okay.
Because coming up there, it was just a battle. You know what I mean? Like so, It wasn't like. I'm good. It was, I got to keep fighting. And that's not just on the courts. It's just in school, with writing, with everything. You know what I mean? And I had built up anger. So I took it out on my opponents. You know what I mean? So
that's real.
That's where it was.
For that, bro. That's real as fuck, bro.
Semi-pro. So for who? Where'd you play?
Oh, man, I played a lot of places, man. Pro and semi-pro. So ABA. Got a little stint with the D League.
Okay.
Now G League.
Okay.
Right.
Played a couple of seasons overseas.
Nice.
You know what I mean? So, you know, I'm a traveling man.
Yeah, man. I like the A. Hey. You're a traveling man, ladies, just so you know. He said,
but like,
talk about anything. I don't know. Getting him in trouble, I might. You never know.
Ain't no trouble. I ain't got no rings on my
face. That's a good one.
Yo, but dude, so like throughout the journey, like going like semi-pro, what was not the biggest challenge, but more like, how did you battle like those moments that you're insecure, that like you have a bad day, that you can able to like turn it around to like continue? 'Cause that's a big like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, most definitely. As for me, I knew that no one would feel sorry for me. You know what I mean? And maybe that was instilled in me at a young age with my father. You know, I remember that when I was 4 or 5 years old, he told me some valuable lessons. One, don't be afraid to ask anything. The worst thing anybody could tell you is no.
Yo,
Don't be scared of anybody or anything, because we all breathing.
that's
Bro,
real.
you know what I mean? And then next was, you got to give 110%. You know what I mean?
Amen.
No one's going to feel sorry for you.
For
You know
real.
what I mean? So
That's real.
I carried that, and I'll give a small little story.
Yeah.
Shout out to Spider D, the legendary Spider D. If y'all don't know who he is, he's a hip hop pioneer.
Yo.
Producer.
Shout out to Spider D.
So in my young journey, I worked out for a team up in Charlotte, and he just became the general manager. But due to politics, they didn't pick me up. You know what I mean? He loved me, right? And he made the phone call to tell me what was going on. It broke my heart. I wanted to give up basketball, right? No. So I soaked for about 3 days, but I had a Kanye moment. Like, yo, I'm going to get on and they're going to pay me.
Right.
Right? So a few weeks later, he called me. The team is 0-5, just got rid of the coach, yada, yada, yada. I want you to be my starting point guard.
Yo.
And so, you know, that opened the doors for me. But it helped me, because other than my father and, you know, my boy AI, shout out to AI back home.
You got his jersey here, you do. And
I got
do
the
too.
throwback.
I just got,
original.
I got
kept
both.
it.
Yo, what basketball jersey you had? Quick.
Magic Johnson's my all-time favorite. So, you know what I mean? So, yeah, Magic. But, you know, other than them and people I grew up with, not many people took a chance on me and believed in me as far as I thought.
Right.
Yeah.
And here's this dude that didn't really know me. He just seen me, you know, crushing cats in the tryouts and everything, but he related to me. And so he gave me that chance, and he later became my agent.
What?
You know what I mean? So I played for him, and then he later became my agent. You know what I mean?
That's sick how it all worked out, though.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yo.
That's crazy. That's what's up, man. Hey.
So, hey, I got a question. So you want to get back
so you
to-
got questions,
Yeah.
too. Okay.
So hold on.
Conversation.
It's a
Okay?
conversation.
Conversation.
I mean,
All right, well, hey, you know.
going back to your original question,
Uh-huh.
right? When I met you at the YMCA, right?
He was crushing his ass.
I met him. We were helping the kids, though. That's how we met.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Helping kids. So,
Yo.
I still got a sweet spot for the
Yeah.
kids.
What do I gotta
Yeah.
press for Rexton Horns for you? What do I press? What do I
Right
press?
there.
Right there.
You got to press it like double click.
he's a virgin in that.
Yeah.
everybody. So
We're helping the kids. We like helping the kids.
Yeah. So that's how we met. You know what I mean?
That's dope.
Yeah. So shout out to you. On that, you know what I mean?
Shout out to me for the kids, man. Man, that's one thing. Like that, what I do is I try to focus on like the kids. So whenever I do an event, it's mostly for the kids. You know what I mean? I was just telling him, I think I probably did only 10 weddings in my life. You know what I mean? I could have tried to slam a lot more, but I did a lot more 5th grade banquets. I did a lot more of, stuff for the kids,
Those are
especially
fun
when
too,
I worked
bro.
at the
Those
Y.
are
I
fun
did
too.
the youth parties for years.
Yeah.
So stuff like that was for the kids. It was hands down, the kids got it. But somebody asked me, it was if I would DJ a party, would I charge a less rate when it came to a friend or this, that, and the third, right? And I
What
was
did
like,
you answer?
I was like, yeah, I give you a rate.
Family discount.
Yeah, you get a family. I call it like a family friend discount, right?
Hey, but you gotta be careful who's the family and who's the friends.
I mean, but everybody's still at the same percentage.
You about to have about 1,000 friends and family
like
right now.
Makes, bro.
But if anybody could get a 10% discount.
I'm going to disclose that as a businessman. No, you can't.
You know what I mean? I'm just gonna charge $150 at that time. Then you get a 10% discount and you got it. No, but like I remember somebody was asking me and I was like, man, the only thing that I would like really like go over and beyond for, like where I wouldn't even worry about like how much my rate would be at that time and I'll just do it and we work something out kind of deal, that'd be for the kids. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
So like when it came to the kids, man, the kids were like, I don't know. So you don't remember like when you was going to school that like you was like, man, I wish somebody would come back or give back, like something like that.
Real.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and that's why I like the teacher appreciation stuff.
Yes.
I mean, and what was that other one they had? It was just like last.
The Great American Speaking.
Great American
That's coming up
Teaching.
actually.
Oh,
Yeah,
I thought it
that's
just
next
happened.
week.
I
21st and
happened.
22nd.
Oh, so what Wild did? They did it on Friday.
Okay.
Yeah. So okay,
the schools
that makes
do it
sense.
next week. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
See, that'd have been dope for
You need
if we
to-
would have had something lined up for
You
that.
need to.
You know, something like
y'all
that.
need
It's
to do
just
that.
to just
Maybe
to
next
like
year.
like do a full circle of this.
What?
Yeah.
I like that.
You know,
Yeah, for
That'd be
real.
dope. Yo, for real.
maybe we'll get you to help us set
Hey.
that up.
Let me know.
What?
I'm all about
See?
it.
Okay.
Let me know.
Businessman, he.
For real.
I was like, yeah,
Say no-
hold on,
say no
hold on,
more.
to be an immigrant. It turned into-
Now I got it. No hesitation. Pull up right of your fucking nose.
Yes.
Man, it turned into a business conversation. All right, so I'm sorry, man. We go back to
man. This is what it's about.
we're gonna
you know
handle
what I mean?
that too now.
Yeah,
but
this is what it's about.
yeah, going back to
Basketball, bro.
the basketball with
What
you and
what point
and,
did you like?
hold on.
Go ahead.
with you and then you meeting me at that time, and at that time you was already still playing in the leagues at that time?
When I met you, I just got off because what happened was I played in a charity event and I caught an elbow in the temple and had a concussion. So I was going to go out of our D League at the time, but I was out for like 3 months. But what happened was it's a blessing. It's always a blessing in disguise. Before that happened, a young lady, Nala, I could say her name.
Hey.
She was in 4th grade at the time, and I ain't gonna lie, at that time I was a jerk. You know what I mean? With my workouts and everything, I was a jerk. So when I was shooting around,
I'm done.
when I'm shooting around, I don't want nobody to bother me. But this little girl came up, and she asked me could I show her some things, and it was at the South Temple YMCA, and I couldn't tell her no. So through that, he knows this young lady, Jody. Jody asked me would I volunteer coach,
Yeah.
and I told her yeah till I had to go play somewhere. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And that injury happened, but I made.
What
You know what I mean?
what-
I had a concussion.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I couldn't go work out, couldn't play. I mean, I was down for three months, right? So just it's simple, just shooting around, just not moving, just like this, 10 times, I'm out of breath. In the car, I'm getting dizzy. You know what I mean? But so of course I was a little depressed, but the kids helped me. You know what I mean? And it's
Right.
being able to give back.
Right. Because you're in service, like you're helping. So it's not
Yeah,
about you. It's bigger than you.
Exactly. You know what I mean? And coming up, I really didn't have nobody doing that. You know what I mean? I had my pops. We looked up to AI and Joe Smith and Alonzo Mourning. You know what I mean?
Oh,
But we had a
legends.
yeah.
Both jerseys had both jerseys, by the way. Yes,
with like
sir.
the Miami Heat of 33.
Yes,
What?
sir.
That was
Shout out
hard.
That was my
So-
first one.
Yeah, but we basically mimic. You know what I mean? We mimic. We saw something on TV. We didn't have YouTube then, and then we had to program in our brains and work on the moves. We didn't know if it was right or wrong. It was just practice, practice, practice. So just having, just being able to give back.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess me thinking of when I was their age, how much I would have liked somebody to be there and be like, yo, you're doing this wrong or this right. Let me show you proper.
Yes, yeah, absolutely.
I stuck with it and I loved it. You know what I mean? And I became less of a jerk. You know what I mean? But and shout out like Nala and them girls in general that I coached. But Nala is like one of the best in the nation right now over at Plant High School as an 11th grader.
The name sounds familiar.
Oh, you know her.
Yeah.
You know her. If you see her, you'll remember. Yeah.
We gotta have her on the show here.
Bro, that's dope. Like,
accommodate that.
Nah, I just
Can we
remember like a
accommodate that,
lot of them kids developed like crazy over the years
Yes.
being there, man.
Yes.
And I talked to some of the parents that are in South Tampa, and I forgot his name, but his son's playing at a university and doing well too. I'm just like, yo, that's crazy. Yo, it was like,
Yeah.
this,
Jits.
yeah. You know what I mean? And I'm like, that's what's up. So yeah, it's dope to be a part of it and then help the kids. You know, like I left my son's little league before I got here. You know, like and just being a part and cheering on and involved in it. Like
I gotta go to one of them games, bro.
Yeah,
I
man.
haven't been to one yet.
Well, this was the last one. The next one's gonna be like the season won't start till next month when they start it back up. But yeah, man,
I
like
want to go see Young King Max.
You
You want to
know.
know some crazy? Just to tell you how like the universe works. This is crazy, and this is no way you can like script this. His son names is Maximus, right? Maximus, but he goes by Max. My father's first name is Max. That's wild, bro. Like, what are the fucking odds? What are the fucking odds, bro? That's wild.
you gotta use this as a video.
No, but it's for real. Like, what are the odds? Like, just to like, what's the word? Syncrasy? Is that the word that I'm looking for? No, hold on. But yeah, dude. Anyways. Look,
I'm waiting for that word.
You're still laughing.
He's laughing.
Yeah.
Ironic? Is that what you're looking for? Not
No,
ironic?
no.
Ironic? All right.
I got it. Hold on. I'm gonna find it.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
All right. While he's looking for that, so after the Y up till now, what you've done since after your concussion and everything? Have you gone back to like play currently?
Oh, no. I mean, I'm playing, small leagues and everything. You know what I mean? I still got it.
Yeah.
But, I always knew, I was blessed. You know what I mean? I wasn't going to, I went to school. I wanted to be a lawyer. You know what I mean? And I was blessed. I took a different route. But that route led me to where I'm at now. I always knew that, one, I wanted to own businesses and help others out, as well as not work for anybody at 35. You know what I mean? That was just me. That's what, the Most High showed me at an early age. And so, I just worked towards that, even before the concussion, with writing and everything. You know what I mean? Because for me, basketball was just an outlet at first. I was better in football, they say. And I wasn't no superstar, but...
What you like better?
My love was basketball. You know what I mean? I don't think I had basically a choice. You know what I mean? I was introduced to basketball young.
Right.
And like I said, Magic Johnson is my all-time favorite. My dad...
Why?
He played basketball with a smile on his face and kicked your butt. You know what I mean? Like,
that's hard.
That's hard. Yeah, exactly. That's hard. You know what I mean?
That's
And so he made me love basketball. Just looking at him and everything he did, and he could dominate.
Too.
He could dominate by passing.
Right.
You know what I mean? And help his teammates, make them look better. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so even at a young age, I guess, universe, spirit was telling me that, you know what I mean? Like, you're a giver, you're a helper.
Right.
And so I saw that in Magic Johnson. That's my all-time favorite. No one will ever top him. You know what I mean? AI, we call him Bubba Chuck or Chuck. I call him Chuck. Close second. You know what I mean?
Right.
Michael Jordan up there. Larry Bird. But
to you, what made Iverson so iconic? To your understanding.
If you saw what I saw,
right?
You know what I mean? Coming from where we came from, you know what I mean? He was a superstar he's 5 years older than me. Wow. So he was a superstar at 8 years old. I'm 3, you know what I mean? He's my sister's age. You know what I mean? And it was natural. You know what I mean? Hands down, pound for pound, best player ever. Athlete. I mean, football? What? I mean, read the story. I seen it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
And
I was watching an interview and he said he liked football better.
Oh yeah.
He liked football better, but he ended up just going with basketball because that was where the opportunity.
I mean, he unfortunate situation, once that situation happened that everybody know about, you know what I mean, back in 93.
Right.
I mean, I don't want to talk too much on him, you know what I mean, or anything like that, but I do remember going over our mutual friend's house and seeing all his recruitment letters. Right. You know what I mean? I'm in the 6th, 7th grade, you know what I mean? Like all the football, basketball. But so after his trouble, a lot of the universities didn't want to touch him.
Right.
So, basketball, here you got to interview him for his side. I mean, just as looking in and everything. But
imagine we got AI here like next year. Bro.
Hey,
it's gonna
be hot. But yeah, just and then I mean, like I said, he's natural. You know what I mean? Like I done seen some things, and we, back home seen some things. It's something in the water for real. You know what I mean? Like it is.
Everybody says that from up north.
Yeah, it's something in the water, but he can. No disrespect. He could have party all night and still drop 55.
That's crazy.
You know what I mean?
Rodman is the only other human.
Who's that?
Rodman.
Oh, well, yeah.
Those are the only 2 people.
Yeah, but he ain't dropping 55.
Exactly. You know he got like 40 rebounds.
Barely 6 foot. You know what I mean?
That's crazy.
And so, speaking unbiasedly, you know what I'm saying? So, but that's what makes him different. And his heart. You know what I mean? His heart. You couldn't tell him nothing. You can't tell him nothing now. I ain't talked to him in a long while. Shout out, Chuck. Love you. But, yeah, I mean, that's just our area. You know what I mean? Rest in peace to Sweet Pea Whitaker.
Right.
And Bruce Smith from there, Lawrence Taylor, Mike Vick. Shout out to Ronald Curry. Y'all might not remember him, know him, but he was graduated with him. Rival High School. He was the number 1 player in football and basketball, 98. You know what I mean? So, but it's our region. I mean, not to say no other region is bad, you know what I mean? But we were competing against the New York guys because New York had the media, you know what I'm saying? DC, you know what I mean? And everybody knew about Midwest and West Coast. It's like, y'all Virginia, y'all some country bumpkins, but we really ain't country bumpkins, you know what I mean? And so we just had to grind, because ain't nothing there. I love my area, but you got the shipyard, you got military, it's the military home, my area, Hampton Roads, and you got telemarketing. And you got teachers, some teachers that telling you ain't gonna make it out of here.
What the fuck?
You know what I mean? And so
that's crazy.
That's where our heart and grind is, and that's going back to AI and everybody else. Right. That what, you know what I mean? You getting out of there, you ain't, I'm going long-winded, pardon me, but,
Yo, so tell me, have you ever ball, for every time you will play ball with Heat, will be against Heat or you'll be on the same team? I want to know. Because I see some flashes of, he will play ball, he got it.
in 07, he was home more. I was around. We would play.
Like
Usually,
one-on-one?
no. Usually on same teams. You know. But a couple of times against each other. And I ain't gonna lie, he murdered me. You know what I'm saying? One on one. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like,
Okay. Hold on.
You know what I'm saying? But I will say, you know,
My production guy.
but I will say, you know, and this is, you know, no lie, you know, as a cat say, Florida say, no cap.
No cap. No cap.
Those times he went and checked me because he would say, you run too much. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? So it wasn't, but yeah, I mean, he will little post.
Okay.
And he would shoot it high off the glass. You know what I mean? You can't. Yeah, I mean, I don't care if y'all mean you ain't stopping that. I mean, maybe not the post, but the high glass. So, you know what I mean? But yeah. So.
I see the smile.
But I ain't get crossed up. So you know what I'm saying? So
he quit.
Different.
He quit. he quit. Man, I don't know if you remember a dude named N.U.K.
Sounds familiar.
Man, he used to be in there all the time. He was a guard for the Tampa University.
Okay.
University of Tampa.
Yeah.
My retarded backwards ass right now.
You're good.
Yeah, University of Tampa. And I think it might have been around that 08, that era-ish.
Here?
Yeah.
I won't hear, though. I came here in South Tampa 2012.
12, that's when you came.
Yeah. Nah, Tampa wasn't even on my mind in 08. Come down here to work out. That was it.
Yeah.
So they'll be during the summer, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Dude, that's dope.
That's dope.
No, yo, I see some books here, Heath. So like, I want to know. I'm curious now. I need. I see it. Let's get to it. What are the books about, bro?
All right. So I bought different books. This one of my books. Y'all seeing in the camera?
There you go.
Perfect.
Viz Vittles. You ain't hungry till I'm starving. But I bought some of my. Oh, let me hold them up.
Hold on. A little higher. Good for me. And move to this side. There you go. Perfect. Yeah. Hold on. Let me move this down. What's that? Oh, it's there. Okay.
Got it?
Yep. Perfect. There you go.
All right.
There you go. Awesome. That's a shot, Heath. Perfect. We got it.
So yeah, I bought two of my books and some of my authors' books. You know what I'm saying? My publishing company. I'll show them, flash them real quick. The quality of work we do.
A little higher. There you go. Elevator seen my mind before. The beginning with no ending before. Oh, okay. I like this way it sounds. Okay, I like this.
Yo, I like this.
Yo, this looks nice right here. This and that.
The before success looks dope.
Yo. That's quality, bro.
Appreciate it.
That's dope. Yeah,
Oh, you good?
Now, you know, I just definitely wanted to get a good zoom on it because I'm going to use that for the intro. Man.
Yeah.
The books and joint. Like, so now a little more into it on that. Like, yeah.
So want to know about my books?
Well, so what I'll ask.
When did you start as a writer? When did you start as a writer? You go, Heath. You go.
I'm gonna answer everything.
I'm gonna go with that. Let's just go with that because I'm trying to tie in from the basketball to when you was writing.
All right, so I'm gonna tie it in.
Okay.
Right. So writing. All right. So basketball coming up. Basketball was my outlet.
Okay.
Right. And then in the neighborhood, I became one of the best. You know what I mean? And then, it was one of those. Now you got to work for it. So it wasn't. It was fun, but it was now a chore.
Mm-hmm.
So I needed an outlet, another outlet, and writing became it. But it became that when I heard Illmatic.
Yeah.
Right?
She's
Nas,
talking about
shout out
that
to
the other
Nas,
day.
right?
I was playing the whole album.
Hold on.
You know it's on YouTube.
Hey, listen.
There you go.
Listen.
We have that.
So go back a little bit, right? Before I was born, actually, during that time, it was said that the males wouldn't live to be older than 25. On my mother's side, it was this sad curse that the males died before they was 29. And then so when I was born, I had all these issues, foot issue, back issues. I had a speech impediment, and I had reading issues, right? So I was very gifted in other aspects.
Areas.
But reading, I didn't take, I didn't take it serious. And then 8th grade trip, right? We go to Gettysburg, come back from it, and we stop in Potomac Mills Mall outside of D.C.
Okay.
Everybody going to buy the Wu-Tang album and what else was out at the time. I just remember I caught Outkast, Gangstar, Hard to Earn.
What's your favorite Outkast song?
Song? Oh,
Yeah.
man, don't do that to me.
Tell me.
A
Your
Gemini.
Your top three.
I'm a
Your
Gemini.
Top three. We top three.
I'm a Gemini, so a Gemini off jump. This song.
Okay.
Two more.
Babylon
Okay.
and Players Ball.
What's your favorite line? You got your
Ooh.
Which
How'd it
wasn't
go?
it? Hold on. Wasn't it?
It's from it's off of the ATL. I be on bending knees. How'd it go? Man, you put me on the spot, bro.
No, I know you go. I'm find that
That's
song.
what he do.
Wasn't
You
it
put me on
with
the
the song?
spot.
Wasn't it with the song? Okay, wasn't it with the song? Tell me the name of the song, he.
Man.
But tell me the name of the song. What's the name of the
Hold up,
song?
man. I'm gonna pull it up right now on the
Yeah, that's what I'm
iPhone
saying,
right
like-
quick. Hold up. I gotta see it. So you put me on the spot like
We
that.
love music, bro.
Oh man, music is my
it's so important, bro.
It's
like,
the soundtrack to life.
bro. What?
We just
Listen
gotta,
to
we
this
just
man,
gotta,
he- okay.
we just gotta make
Yo,
sure.
You brought nice guests, Heat. Okay, you
We-
exceeded expectations, Heat.
We gotta make sure that Tito stays within the copyrights.
E.T. Extraterrestrial.
Hold on. E.T. Yeah, hold on. Bam.
He said something about he be on bending knees. He fall asleep before the end of his prayers. I hope God, I don't know that line, bro.
I got you.
I can't rap it like Andre, bro. You put me on the spot.
You're good, bro. I got you. Hold on, I got you. This thing is going.
But it's deep.
All right, well.
Hold on.
Hey, look, don't have nobody coming after me.
I got it. Is it in verse 1 or like the verse 2?
It's two. It's when Andre. It might be this one though.
It's okay. I know to cut a lot out of 35 minutes on the video.
Okay.
This is just the vibe part. We don't want to get sued on iTunes or on Spotify. So we good. No, you good, man. I already know I'm cutting it out. I already got my time. That's where the production part comes in handy.
I was going to look up the lyrics, but
No, bro.
See,
But talk about the
you
books.
go
so-
live, you get shut down.
Yeah.
but
Going back to the books, bro. Yeah.
yeah.
I'm sorry.
So anyway, that Illmatic painted. I never heard anybody paint pictures with words like that.
Mhm.
So it gave me the courage to actually write, and I just started writing. I started writing what I felt.
Mhm.
And that was it. I mean, I started writing for my friends, you know what I mean? They're like, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, you good in English, you know, your work is good. Hey, write something for me so I could get it to this girl. I said, you know what I'm saying? That was my hustle.
Yeah, how much would you charge?
$5, $10, depending. You know what I'm saying?
Depending how many paragraphs you want.
Depending how good the girl looked.
DMs messed it all up for him. My man was making money out here till DMs came. Now you can just slide in the DM. First you had to hit up Viv.
Yo, available right now?
Yo, Viv. So I ain't got no emojis because they ain't came out yet. And I want to holler at this chick. So Viv got you, man. Now it's like you can do emoji. What you doing tonight, emoji.
What you doing? Wink face.
Hey, you be like, okay, what she gonna say? Waiting for a message back. See? Viv would have sealed the deal with you for $5, $10.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's hilarious.
But yeah, my older sister stumbled upon some of my writings like, yo, you should take this serious. But I was like, nah. But it wasn't, I'm going to shorten it up. So college, my professors was like, yo, you need to write a book, blah, blah, blah. Nah. But it was my homeboy who was actually a musician. He was going through something. And I read him something I wrote. And he's like, yo, who wrote that? Socrates? Now, he's a funny guy. And I'm like,
that shit sounds
you see how you laugh? Guy. You see, that's exactly how I did. I laughed. And then he's like, I was like, nah. He's like, Aristotle? I'm laughing. And then he got serious. He's like, nah, I'm for real. Who wrote that? I'm like,
but the punch you finna tell me.
I did it. You know what I'm saying? That's me. He's like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Oh, S, you know, blah, blah. He's like, bro, you can help people with, you know, what you know what I'm saying, what you writing. So that's when I got in the mind frame to.
So it was a desire to
take it serious.
Is it the opportunity that you have to help people?
I mean, look, man, everybody go through, although we unique, we're very similar. So we go through similar situations.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
I was always told there's room for everybody as long as you make room for yourself.
That's right.
Say that again?
There's always room for everybody, but you got to make room for yourself.
Oh, can you tell us our quote to the homie?
Nah, you tell him. I'll put you on the spot. Because you thought I was going to do...
Since you're nice with the words. Since you're nice with the words.
It was a toss-up, and I said,
correct me if I'm wrong, but
I spiked it back on his side.
Okay, check this out. You got to plant your seeds, knowing that every seed... No, I fucked up already.
Yeah.
Hey, hold on, I just want to know, do we got to bleep that out because he cussed?
No.
I could cuss on
Yeah, you good. You can cuss.
I'm dead.
An hour into this now?
3 hours late.
I thought you said kids this, kids that. You think I'm going to be like, go ahead, drop the F-bomb, man. One time for the kids.
You think the kids ain't cussing?
Something for the kids. You drop the F-bomb. Like, damn.
Yo, that's funny.
We all talking kids, this, kids that. Yeah, I met you at the YMCA. The fucking YMCA is where I met your ass. What the fuck, man? Like, I don't know. This guy want to go 0 to 100. I was keeping it clean. Guys, we were very clean for the first whole half of this show. But yeah, you could have cursed the whole time, man. I didn't know if you want me to promote it.
I mean, listen.
Now speak how you feel. I guess.
Oh, always.
Let him know,
Viv.
Let him know.
That was white collar, Viv. This is actually hood, Viv. What's up, hood, Viv? How you doing, brother?
Welcome to another episode. Welcome
to part 2.
Look, I ain't trying to get the FCC on nobody. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to keep it G.
Oh,
but go ahead with your saying. I want to hear this.
Yo, good. You see my
that was a good one. Ooh, I'm keeping that.
Please do.
That was hilarious. And
I wish I had access to my phone.
It's all good.
Bro.
You suck.
No, I have it on my
post
phone.
it on the Instagram?
I didn't yet because I haven't do the Photoshop version of it. Dude,
I can't help you then.
I'll show it to you then. But it's a good ass
It's
quote.
all good.
Good ass quote.
Yeah, whatever.
So-
You ruined the moment.
Anyways, talk to me about the books they had. The white one.
The white one?
Yeah.
All right, so the white one, Viz Vitals, is actually vitamins, daily vitamins for the soul, right? And this is basically like a little devotion, right? Actually, this was the first book. I'll hold it up for you. It was the first book, but it was the second book that came out, if that makes sense. So, I mean, these are probably...
You keep going.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
My fault. These are probably written from 99 to about 2010. And this is this little reminders, right? How to keep on with life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, you know what I mean?
Didn't want to cut you off, but
Right.
the friend that you had talked about that told you about this is dope. This is this Socrates? Was that gentleman involved with basketball?
Nah, we went to college together, and he's a musician.
Okay.
Like, he's dope. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I was just
piano and drums.
Like,
I was trying to tie in the basketball with the
with the writing.
yeah.
Well, I mean, look.
Is that
Go ahead.
is that how you went to college?
No. I went to college with just academically, man.
Nice.
I mean, it was like this. My pops and my mom, they stressed academics straight. No matter what you gonna do, you know what I mean, for sports and clubs, gotta get your academics. You know what I mean? Because my dad was fortunate to do that. He put himself through college
yeah.
while raising a family. His dad dipped off on him when he was 6 years old, so he became the man of the house. You know what I mean? For his brother and his sister. So that was more important. So that's, you know what I mean? That's when Pops was like, you know what I mean? I don't care how nice you are or whatever, you're going to focus on school first.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that was that. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I went to school, came in as an engineer major, but I knew I wanted to go to law school. But then I switched my majors. But still, you know what I mean? And then I was fortunate enough when people was like, yo, let's, you know what I'm saying, you got something, you know what I mean? And so I pursued that. But then, like I said, how ball ties in with the writing was ball became more serious and I needed an outlet. Mm-hmm. So basketball was the outlet at first. Okay. You know what I mean? And then writing was my outlet. At a young age, I had so much rage built up. I was still laid back, but I just didn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so writing helped me out. You know what I'm saying?
I think we all go through all like that same but similar, you know? Mm-hmm. Like because like mine would have been like when I was going my decision to college, right? Mm-hmm. Like when I got out of high school, went to HCC and then shit didn't go well after a year. I was like, but then after that I waited like 2 years and then I went back to school. But I went to a different school, and it was for like audio production. So then I went and got my bachelor's through there, but I don't think I would have got it if I would have stuck it out and like, you know what I mean? I did what I wanted to do, and then I got my degree that way, you know what I mean? Yeah. So like I feel like everybody goes to their situation, but everything is different, you know? Like when I was doing that, like I was DJing and I took my anger out on my DJ, like how you said it, you know, you took it out on the court. Like I took it out on the court most of my life, but then I felt like I needed to transition. Yeah. Also, like, and music was just something like that I was already doing like parties in high school, but I wasn't getting paid for it. I just had the music because I would make CDs and stuff, so I would already have the music. It was easier. I already had a couple of speakers, so I just set it up and just play it. Then it got to a point that I bought equipment and I just like started kind of trying to blend, and then so on and so forth. But I think everybody needs that guidance.
Definitely.
Everybody needs that like I didn't have it, you didn't have it, but
I didn't have it either, bro.
We know what it takes, what is necessary. So to do that, like, that'd be really dope if we had something lined up for next week, man. Like for real. But
it still ain't too late. We'll figure it out.
All right.
For real, we'll figure it out.
Yeah, because like that's
my guy, bro.
That's all I wanted to do because I went back to. I went back to.
I got it.
I went back to like for the homecomings and proms and stuff.
That's the best feeling, bro.
I mean, I didn't stick with that one because I did a lot of other ones. I started doing a bunch of them. I did so many that I couldn't be at all of them, and that's where it got to a point where I was just like, I guess you could say it got overwhelming. But I didn't have management. I was just doing it all, and then I would have other people like fill in. So other DJs like Hurricane that walked by a couple times. You would give gigs to people like that was up and coming, and then now they're on air. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. So it's really good for the youth to see that. They should look at their peers and see like, hey man, this guy potentially could be somebody who could help me out in the long run. And I guess that's how I took my whole situation in general. But like you said, like nobody showed us that. So for us to say that to him and let people know, like, look, I met him at such and such time. I met him at such and such time. And then the people that I met before I got into the radio, I met them such and such time. So it's just
absolutely.
You're just creating your own,
And I add, it's important, piggybacking off what you're saying. It's somebody that you can actually touch. You know what I mean? Like we could see Magic Johnson or LeBron on the TV, but a lot of times they're on TV. Okay, yeah, anything's possible, but it ain't possible for me because I don't know them people. They on TV. It's fishing. But then when you can actually touch somebody, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It works wonders. And that helped me. I could touch my dad. I know what my dad and my mom went through. I could touch AI. You know what I mean? You see what I'm saying? That was what I love magic, but that wasn't real to me. You know what I mean? And just like these kids, when I go speak, it's the same thing. You know what I mean? And that's why I think we need, as a community, no matter who you are, to go back and give back to the kids in the community because, it don't matter, white, black, rich, poor. Look, I coached at one of the best private schools in the greater Tampa Bay area. But they face the same problems that the inner city youth face, and that is mommy and daddy ain't really around. The thing is, it's different. Mommy and daddy got money, so they work a lot, or they think, because I got money, we don't have to worry about little whoever. But they still, little whoever needs attention, needs to know. You know what I mean?
It's from a different angle. Like
Exactly.
It's both are very valid. It's just complete different angles.
Yeah, definitely.
That's crazy.
But the thing is, and then, going back to the books is, again, like I said, it's more about we might not experience things exactly the same, but I can relate to you.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because the thing is, we have issues. And the thing is, and I get it all the time, with being, quote unquote, successful and a business person, yada, 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 that I don't have no issues. You know what I'm saying? Like, life is perfect. We think of people, the superstars and stuff as they're perfect. Jay-Z and Beyonce is perfect.
Right.
Nah, they got issues too. Right. You know what I mean? And then when we start,
issues, yeah.
Well, but they still human. So we still got to worry about security, you know what I mean? Shelter, all this is just a different level, food. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? If we can speak it, write about it, read about it, or whatever, it helps, you know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, we're our own worst enemy. You know what I'm saying? Our thoughts, you know what I'm saying? The doubts, no matter who you are. You feel me?
It's true.
And so that's where, you know, not cutting everything off, but that's where these books is. You know what I'm saying? The first book is about You Ain't Hungry Till I'm Starving.
Show us that one real quick and put it to that camera. One? Yep.
Yeah, this one is actually the first published one. And this one is can I read you the description?
Yeah, for sure. Please do that.
You want me to hold it up still?
You don't have to hold it up though if you don't want to. You can just read it.
Lower. Nah, I'll let you.
There you go. You got it, and then you can speak. There you go.
All right. So it says simultaneously touching and gritty. You Ain't Hungry Until I'm Starving promotes peace and equality by offering unique insight into some of the most complicated issues of our time. The secret is there is no secret. Growing up an African American man with some Native American ancestry, Bugs Me, has been gifted with a broad and unbiased view on race relations in America. Never one to shy away from the harsh realities of life, he instead chooses to redirect our human confusion and frustrations toward finding amicable solutions that express the best of humanity. This book serves to fulfill our deepest inner cravings and provide much-needed nutrition for the soul. Bugs Me. Poetic approach brings people together with a deeper understanding and appreciation of the glory of life itself.
I appreciate that,
man. I mean, and you know, the thing is.
Oh, yo, before.
Go ahead.
Get a close up the hair, bro. Hold on.
On my head.
Can you tell that real quick?
Oh, okay.
It's gonna be the money shot.
All right. Hey.
Hold on.
I don't need to.
Look at that.
A shout out to Q, aka Drag Queen. Got his shout out. Oh yeah, IG Drag Queen.
Yeah. Okay.
Drag Queen. I think Drag
That's
Queen
hard,
813.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's
cute.
hard.
Bet.
Yeah.
We'll throw her in there.
Yeah, she
That's
works
hard.
wonders. She works wonders.
Well, homie, it was a pleasure having you. We do appreciate it, man.
Yes, sir. Thank you for having me.
Before we wrap it up, I just want to ask, on these books, like, gotta ask, did you do it all yourself when it comes to the writing aspect, or are you going and co-writing? This is entirely you?
My heart.
It's all
my
you.
pain, all me.
And that's what the people need to know, man. Yeah. So make sure y'all check him out. We gonna slide his Instagram and all that jazz.
Yo, this is good. Yo, bro,
thank you for having me.
Bro. So this was fun. Bro. Thank you for this guest, Heath. You did an amazing job. Like, now I gotta step it up too. Like, I thought I was doing good, cause I thought I was, and then bam,
raise the bar over here.
For real.
That's all we do.
You did your thing, bro.
Raise the bar. Nah, homie's a real good dude, man. I had to bring him in, man, and I appreciate you coming through for real, man.
Yo, y'all can find me on social media as Neilage. That is KNEILEDGE.
And en español también.
KNEILEDGE. Thank you for listening.
Yeah,
Bobby,
he remembered it.
Bobby.
We ain't did that in a while, man. I had to do him first, man. But seriously, man, go ahead and shout out your IG so everybody can follow you, you know.
Follow me at V Bugs. That's V as in Victor, B as in boy, U as in umbrella, G as in girl, G as in girl, S as in Sam on Instagram.
Okay. Make sure y'all follow him, man. We appreciate him coming out, man. Like, we're gonna focus on trying to get back to the youth. My man's gonna help us do that too. So we gonna have something for the kids.
Something for the kids.
I go by Heat, you know. And if you don't know,
now you know.
Let's go.
Yo, this was dope, dude. Appreciate it, bro. This was fun.